Hi everyone, and welcome to the course schedule overview. Directly located below the course syllabus is the course schedule, and it's set up just the same as far as clicking on the full screen icon or the direct link to make it larger. I like to just go ahead and you can click right on that and then bring it up. I have highlighted in yellow so that it stands out that on a couple of assignments, be aware there are midweek deadlines. In fact, you should print this and have it handy somewhere, or for those that don't like paper, I'm a paper person, you don't have to do that, but you should have it handy so that when you're going through your weekly learning modules, you're able to refer to both. Let me go ahead and click on that and get that set up. So in week one, we're going to be getting to know each other. This is a fully online class, and while I'm required to do a couple of discussion boards, I want it to also be fun and meaningful. I don't want this to feel like it's an online class. I want us to have some interactions with each other. So I've set up a couple of fun things to do. They do have midweek deadlines, and that's because I want you to allow for time to respond to each other. So you'll notice that orientation starts on the 12th and it goes through January 20th. So what we have here is your midweek. By Wednesday of first week of classes, you need to post in Blackboard in the discussion board a blog, a post, and that's due the 16th. Then for the rest of the week, you're going to be responding to at least 3 other students in class by the due date. Everything closes up on a Sunday night all semester at midnight. I always give you very specific instructions. So for example, this first discussion board, when you go into week one, the first thing you'll see is a welcome video from me. Oh, by the way, I tell you what's coming at you every single week. Hey, welcome to week one. Dr. Barnes here. Guess what we're doing this week? There's a due date coming up. Make sure that you refer back to your course schedule. So I give you a heads up here. I also give you a checklist of what you're going to be doing. And then when you go into the blog and your discussion, here's the specific instructions. I tell you when it's due, and then you need to respond by, and then I tell you how to earn your other 10 points. So your first response is 10 points by Wednesday. Otherwise, you start losing points. And then you have to respond to 3 people by the due date. And if you only respond to 2, that's how many points you get, or 1 person, 5, or no, and then 0 points. These are easy points to get, and so please make sure you respond to those. Those are just easy points to get. With that said, I do have a Blackboard quiz, syllabus, and the schedule, and there were movies for all 3 of those, 10 minutes or so movies, and so make sure that as soon as you get done watching those movies that you take those quizzes. Again, easy points, unlimited attempts, and there's 5 questions for each. Week 2, you're going to be starting your project, a research paper. When you go into week 2, make sure that you look at the information that I have for you. You are also starting Word Chapter 1. Once you get used to my weekly learning modules, they're all set up the same. By the way, let me give you a little more information on this. Okay, and that's kooky. I don't know why my videos always come out weird with my faces like that, but go ahead and just watch those. They're 2 minutes long. There's the checklist for week 2. Then here's your homework, what you're going to be doing for week 1. And I tell you, there is reading, but it's super easy. And then this stuff isn't required. In fact, your reading's not required, but it is most helpful, and that's found in My Lab IT. And there's another video for that to kind of help you with that. But in each week, I give you some information what you're going to be learning. I've had actually students print this out and keep it in a binder. You don't have to. but you can always refer back to that. And then in there's slides. That's not me talking. You don't have to look at these. It's not required. And then supplemental videos. This also is not required. These are just extra helping tools to get you through. Let me go back. So for all your homework, the only homework I didn't do was Word Chapter 1 because I want you to do that on your own. I did homework all the way through for you for all of your assignments for your grader projects, all the way through to the end until you get to week 14. I did not do the grader project for PowerPoint Chapter 3. You should know how to do PowerPoint when you get to Chapter 3 because you've already completed the other ones, and it's the easiest out of all the Microsoft Office programs. Now all the weeks are set up just the same. My lecture video, your readings are going to be found in MyLab IT. That's a different movie to show you how to get set up for that and do that homework. So there's lecture videos. They're about an hour long. Let me get you into week 3 so you can see my lecture video. There's your homework checklist again, and then information, and then supplemental videos, textbooks, and then here's my lecture video. So you can see that's 54 minutes, and I go right through it for you. That's really it. Just be mindful of all the extra homework. So we are doing a research paper. Let's talk about that. Just underneath of week 2, excuse me, there's the research paper folder. I set this aside and did not embed it because there's a lot of information in here. There's the research paper instructions. What's the purpose? Why are we doing this? Well, the main thing is because you are business students, some of you, but the main purpose is I want you to understand how to write a research paper and how to use Word to do that. Word is the tool, and you need to know how to do that. So you're going to be picking a topic. There's deadlines. Please be mindful of due dates, right? So you've got your topic that's due in Blackboard, and then there's going to be an outline. Outlines are fun, and there's a button in Word to help you to do outlines, and so you're going to be creating an outline, and I did give you an example of an outline here, how it should look, and then there's a due date for your outline, so be mindful of that. And then other things that you're going to be doing is drafting your paper, and you're going to be uploading that, and then you're going to be proofreading someone's paper, and then your final paper is due to me. That's all embedded here with due dates throughout the entire semester. In fact, the final paper is due to me week 9. So you've got time, but don't waste time because it goes by so quickly. And I've given you examples of everything. There's example topics that you can pick from. You don't have to because some of you aren't all business majors. This is just an example. So pick what you want. This is APA formatting. This button, when you go in on that, actually takes you to the OWL Purdue that talks about how to conduct an outline or how to do one. I've given you a template to use, and so that's all in there. Okay, so make sure when you were looking at this course schedule that you are also having it handy and looking at the weekly learning modules. Everything is open for you all semester, including your homework in MyLab IT for you to go through. To learn more about MyLab IT, you will be looking at the other videos that are within week 1, and it tells you how to get registered. So week 1 is full of a lot of information, but try to get through that and take a look at everything there. Good luck, everyone. And let me know if you've got any questions. You'll be using the Ask Dr. Barnes a Question tab located in Blackboard.